I bet you believe that leading others is the first step to your success. Think again. And now I invite you to join me as we discover the surprising decision making secrets. Let's embark on the journey of leading ourselves to unleash the true leader within. Imagine this. I woke up to the sound of my 4 a.m. alarm. It's cold, it's wet, and windy. The sun barely visible through the clouds. It's early. Matter of fact, it's much too early for the rest of the world. Not even the dog walkers are out today. As I laced up my running shoes, I recall the laughter of friends who called me crazy for choosing discipline over comfort. Morning runs over late night gatherings. I also remember one of my friends saying, "You are truly not normal." For no normal person wakes up at 4 a.m. to go work out in the park. But here is a secret. It's in these quiet moments of challenge, when no one is looking or listening, when it is easy to go back to bed or not read for an hour. It is these quiet, personal instances where you lead yourself that you truly learn how to lead others. See, every decision, from pushing through to the last mile of your run to choosing a healthy meal, adds up, and this forms a barrier against life's storms and life's constant barrage of crisis. Talking about crisis, I remember a time when I was dealing with a very difficult project. The deadline was tight. The team, including myself, was extremely tired. See, at this time, the temptation was to cut corners, rush the process, and push the team even harder than I had already done. Instead, I echoed the choices made in the silence of those dawn morning run. I took a step back, reassessed the situation and the project, spoke to the members of my team, ensuring that I listened to everything that everyone had to say. And then we moved forward with intent and care. And you know what? That project turned out or ended up being a resounding success. And that, to me, is a testimony of the power of personal leadership reflected in leading others. It was the late great Jim Rohan who said that failure is a few errors in judgment repeated consistently over time. However, success, on the other hand, is a few small improvements repeated consistently over time. Small, smart steps consistently over time with the principle of the compound effect results in success. Jim also went on to explain the reason why so many people are not successful is that it is just as easy to keep repeating those errors in judgment as it is to do the right things. Leading yourself forms the cornerstone of leading others. Deciding to do the right things in your personal life forms the cornerstone in developing the leader that's truly within you, and that enables you to lead others. The author of the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People underpin these principles by emphasizing the significance of personal responsibility and productivity. The author speaks extensively about the power of productivity and personal responsibility. He suggests that effective leadership and personal success begins with taking charge of one's actions and decisions. This, he goes on to say, underscores the importance of daily personal leadership and decision making. And this is also the fundamental element in leading others. It was Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, who stated that we cannot choose our external circumstances, but what we can do is we can always choose how we respond to those circumstances. Echoing this ancient philosophy, Mr. Jim Rohn advised that we should not ask for easier challenges, but we should ask, or we should endeavor to become better at dealing with life's challenges. It's in dealing with life's challenges that we step out of our comfort zone and we allow ourselves to be vulnerable. We allow ourselves to push new boundaries, test new realities. And in doing this, as Brené Brown explains, in the power of vulnerability lies our abilities to foster connection, compassion, and strengthen our ability to lead ourselves and lead others. Brown discusses the importance of vulnerability in leadership, urging leaders to embrace vulnerability as a strength, as opposed to seeing being vulnerable as a weakness. This, Brown goes on to say, accentuates the argument that personal leadership involves making daily decisions to embrace vulnerability, discomfort, and change, which leads to strong connection and a more significant impact when leading others. It's in embracing vulnerability that we adopt a growth mindset, which empowers us to embrace challenges, learn from criticism, and find lessons in the success and failure of others. Every time I go for an early morning run down a silent track or winding trail, I am reminded of the power within each decision, each moment, of discipline and self-awareness. My journey is filled with learning, growth, and continuous self-improvement. And at this time, I ask, will you join me on this journey as we lead ourselves to lead others, making daily decisions that shape our world and echo into the lives of those we touch.